So the storm over Christmas has blown the roof of the barn off, at least at this end. Silver linings, silver linings. I can now stand up to repair it. That's going to be nicer than crawling under here, and the workshop will probably be a bit lighter while I do it. There we go. Did not plan this as a job. Day after Boxing Day. The sun's decided to show up, which is great, but it's too low in the sky to get onto any of the boards. And when it blew off, it also blew off all my damp proof, which meant that the boards underneath, I'll show you under here, the boards underneath have all got soaking wet, and it dripped through onto all our furniture under there. So I've got my diesel heater, and I've been drying patches, as you can probably see, like little bits, so that I can pull this back over and prevent, what I didn't want to happen was just to keep it all wet under there and it'd get mouldy, and then worried that the spores would get into our furniture. So I'm trying to dry this out as best I can. Managed to savour a couple of the roof panels. I managed to save a couple of the roof panels. So I'm going to fix this section just here. I'm going to bring that back to here, and then I think I'm just going to accept that from here to here is going to have no roof on from now. So I just can't. I haven't got the time to fix it all, and it's one of those days today. We've got two vehicles, one of which the clutch is gone, so you can't move that. Second of which today has a puncture in the front wheel, so now we've got no vehicles. This is all, today is just one of them days. So I'm gonna get this fixed, and then we are going to get ready for the big rainstorm we've got tomorrow. Yay. Oh yeah, and it also ripped the roof of, it blew onto there and has tore a load of strips out of that, which I've got to fix today. So got our work cut out, but actually we're making reasonable progress, so it's not all bad. So it's taken me this long, been about a week, to get the layer underneath even remotely dry. It's kept raining on me every time, and it was just soaking the boards underneath, and there's no point putting damp proof on top of wet boards because it would just never dry it. But, and I'm not sure if this is the case, but the green stuff you see, I bought it from Travis Perkins and I've used it for the roof over there, but it's supposed to be a vapor barrier, not a damp proof course. So I've put a sub layer on here. I'm going to peel it back today because it's good weather and give it another dry with the diesel heater. But it's my hope that because it's a vapor barrier, it will let some of the moisture back out if there's any left in, which there will be a little bit. And then I've got another idea with a top coat, but I'll explain that in a bit. I've been drying it with a mixture of leaf blower, brush, and then a diesel heater. But because we're outside, I'm moving the diesel heater 6 inches at a time, trying to dry this timber off. But today we're dry, so I think we've got a fair chance at getting this covered back up again. Stop our chairs inside getting dripped on all the time. That took 4 hours to get that one sheet not dry. Gonna have to hope the vapor barrier lets some of that back out, but it's gonna rain tomorrow, so we've got to get it done today. What I've done is I've added this second layer of heavier duty proper damp proof membrane, and I've added that piece of timber across there at the bottom. I've lit this up and over, and what I'm going to do is I've got these sheets here which are floor protector sheets. I always intended on doing this job because at the minute the weather can just blow straight into the workshop. There's no wall here, so it was always my intention to add a wall here. It just means I'm doing it now instead of doing it later. So I'm going to staple that across here to bridge the roof to the floor here, and then that should also give a bit of a rain lip, so any rain that comes in this way shouldn't blow in further on there. And it just means I've got to worry about protecting like from here to here from the weather instead of like the whole thing. I'm going to add some more roofing here, and then I've got a plan as to how to add a bit of a rain drip, because I never built this roof with an angle on it, because I never planned on this being, I didn't expect the roof to blow off. That's the truth. So we're going to get this done here with this wall, and then
going to get the edges tacked. So those pieces of 1x2 that I added stapled around the edge, what I've done is staple them, and then I've got to roll the damp proof up and then screw them to the sides to give somewhere for the water to sort of drip off. So that's my plan. It's 2 o'clock and like the sun looks like it's going down. At least it's been sunny though.
Right, I've got a bit more to do around the other side, but it's rinse and repeat, same stuff that I've done now. I'm gonna do the roofing, like I've said, up to here. So this section will have some roofing on it, so it's not gonna get all wet straight up to this wall. What I've done at the bottom is I've put a pallet underneath here just to create a little bit of a lip away from the center, so that if any water does get on here, it can run away. Otherwise, if it's flat as it was, it's just gonna hold the water. So there we go. It's fixed temporarily again. Hopefully that'll last a bit longer than it did last time. Although this that blew off wasn't my work. So this is the kind of content you like, disaster content. Come join us the next one, but I'll see you there. We'll see you then.